create fights.
Sejuani's still up. We saw Nocturne earlier today with Gragas and Rek'Sai continuously being on the ban list, and we are going...
Still, it's a huge threat to the bottom lane specifically. It's an instant appearance of 4 people.
We're going to be jumping into this one. History teacher and Loco Doco shake hands as they leave their team. Here, though, they could start to get him going very early, going for Cali Trolls in the bot lane. Who's going to be the first to take aggro? Santorin can flag and drag out. If it is him, it's going to be on to Lustboy. He flashes out nicely, but the whole team of Team 8 reads this, and Cali Trolls gets first blood. Cali Trolls stays alive. Dyrus goes down, and they can't get Wildturtle anything in the bottom lane. 2 go down for TSM.
Today is
themselves back out of this. Cali Trolls walking up to the mid lane with aggression. Is Bjergsen actually going to respect this? The fear's going to go down. He's going to have to flash, but shifts out.
TSM is just waiting to farm this one out a little bit, but that is very dangerous against Shen Nocturne because they can combo those ults at any moment and go for a kill. Oh boy.
Combo, what did you say? Combo what? I'll take a supersized number 2 combo. Thank you.
Didn't even need Shen. So that... Sorry, with Nocturne and Shen, it's going to be very close. They just go right away.
Right to Bjergsen. That's the backline we were talking about. He spell shields the Emperor's Divide, actually. They get through. Santorin tries to block everybody. He's helping on the backline, but it's going to be Bjergsen that goes down. Turtle's hitting Cali Trolls, but he's got that Sunfire cape already, doing hardly any damage, chipping away at the brick wall. Teammates forced to watch Cali go down as Turtle gets a double kill. Unfortunate there, a very chaotic fight. But he's coming over. Wildturtle going to throw the arrow in just a little too late. Poor, like they were not able to get any grabs. But they want it. Now playing off this blue buff. I don't think Lustboy is going to be doing too much. He does not take the death leap, but Dodo does right onto him. Lustboy goes down and the team's forced to run.
Dump on a Kalista that doesn't have flash, but they're starting a little bit before their ultimates are even up.
Gotta make sure they aren't standing near each other. Dive in. That's going to be Porpoise getting it. Nothing's going to come from Santorin on that one. And they are to safety. Lustboy gets thrown out. The flash coming from Golden Goo. Porpoise actually wants that one. Here comes Stand United, but there's no mana.
Ultimate and teleport just hopping all around the map. Whoa! Lustboy.
Oh boy.
There's a ward here. This is unswept. There's no pink wards. This is TSM hoping that it's not checked. It's checked. They're
wards down here. Let's see if they can start to repair these mistakes that have allowed Team Solo Mid into their base. Lustboy looking for the hook. They could start this fight off. And right over to Dodo. They let Porpoise pass by in the bait, and they're able to completely take down the support. No anti-flash coming in on this one.
Because Porpoise has no flash and no ultimate. I think we're seeing a fight here.
Coming in on the Stand United. They're not going to try to go for Baron at all. Fate's Call has already gone out. Porpoise is just walking around like a statue. He didn't even have any mana to go into that fight. Team 8 was going in completely for the 50-50 steal, and TSM baited him right into it.
Yeah, and the Azir puts a tremendous amount of Baron pressure down, plus Kalista. They kill it fast and secure it, so Team 8 has to fight them before the Baron's down.
Boomerang doesn't go towards Baron. It's trying to take down Bjergsen. They're looking for Baron to fight with them here. Dodo flashes in, though. He's the one taking it. He needs to back up. Baron just killed Dodo along with Wildturtle. A huge mistake in the fight, and Wild's going to try to finish this one off. The Ren might keep Golden Glue in range. The Summoner heals there. A few more shots. Martial Cadence doesn't put Turtle in range, and neither does the arrow. But Team 8 runs out of that one hurting.
The game swings back into TSM's favor now. They have the... and then he couldn't quite get the
Whoa!
Whoa!
We're back in it, baby. It's a fight already. Take that fight, and it looks like Team 8 got caught just entering their own jungle. Team Solo Mid still trying to deny resources, and this fight's going coast to coast, out of the jungle and into the base almost. The gravity field keeps them at bay, but Team Solo Mid, they only needed a bit of room that showed them they had the lead, and then they just suffocated Team 8 from there on out.
Yeah, they were stalling a lot of the early game after that tremendous error on the early turret dive. So
yeah, Randuin's to keep everybody in range. There's one. Wildturtle's the caboose of this train, and it looks like he may get hit. He actually gets popped back. Does not take the lantern because the fear hits him up halfway through. They're going to keep going on for this fight. TSM is kind of stuck in a choke point right now. A nice Emperor's Divide will cut off that pathway, and Team 8 actually has to head back home. Dyrus wasn't even in this fight when they lost Turtle for his first death. He's taking the inhibitor.
Dyrus decided to not teleport in for the team fight. That was a full disengage play from TSM. Turtle does go down to all the ultimates, but they get a big chunk out of that top turret.
Oh. Aspect of the dragon cannot be a thing I like what teammates doing here. They really give themselves an option on the table. Back and forth.
Yeah, this will stack up more and more Rens, which makes the Baron easier and easier secure. And Bjergsen's actually zoning right now. Look how low Porpoise is. That basically secures the Baron unless it's a Miracle Steal.
They have to know.
Scrying Orb is down as well, so they can't Scrying Orb to get the Nocturne in.
Nope.
Baron for TSM.
They give it up. That's the two-man Baron Wildturtle with the Blade of the Rune King and a Bloodthirster.
To just kind of brute force one in, but even then they're going to lose more. Bjergsen even exposes himself and teammate not willing to pull the trigger. They're getting a slow bleed out of the...
Looks like teammate is now on the back foot. One last engage. They go straight for Wildturtle. He's going to cleanse immediately, so the fear's going to lock on, but nobody else is with him. Zarima, the Emperor's Divide, rather, going to stop the gate, and they are in the base. Not looking perfect for Team Solo Mid, but looking just good enough to finalize the kills. Bjergsen takes about 50% of his HP from one laser in the explosion. He goes down. Nien finds the kill, but Nien's too close and finds himself in the ground as well. Cali Trolls may be able to hit the fountain, but TSM's going to be on the Nexus. That's the double kill for Wildturtle. 7-1-2 coming off a wavering position that may solidify his spot there. Looking a lot better. 14-10 as we get 40 minutes into the game. TSM always knew they were going to win, and they do come up with the win over Team 8.
Very important for Wildturtle that he got 7 kills in this matchup, but it was still a sloppy game from the start for Team Solo Mid. But to their credit, they fought back after giving up early double kill, being down 3 Dragons to 0 and 4 Dragons to 1 at various points in the game. But still, they win with a 10,000 gold advantage at 40 minutes.
It's kind of that TSM mentality. We're behind, we can still win. It's not a problem. It doesn't even feel like we're behind. And we kind of saw that as soon as they started taking blues, rotating around teammate, and teammate didn't want to approach it. What happened at that point for teammate?
Yeah.
Not that you have to answer it, but they had all the engages before, they just got scared.
Honestly, a lot of it had to do with hesitation.
Yeah.
I think we're also somewhat underplaying the fact that Golden Glue is a substitute on this team. They're used to playing with